Welcome back to the Conference USA Tip-Off Show. I'm John Schriffen, joined by UTSA women's basketball head coach Karen Aston. And Coach, this is your second season now at the helm. What's been the focus for you this offseason?
I think the biggest focus, John, has just been to try to continue the culture building that we instilled last year. I thought that we did a really good job of buying into that. I really enjoyed the team that I coached last year. I thought they did everything they could to cultivate the culture that we were trying to build. And then we had to really kind of push the restart button this summer because we had so many new faces. I mean, we had a turnover. Some graduated, some took another year to finish their eligibility as far as academics were concerned. So we put in 8 new faces, which is, it's a restart on the court, but I do think that the carryover with the returners has been really good.
Culture, that word gets used a lot. It means something for so many different programs. How do you define that at UTSA?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's sort of, the cool word to say, the hot button for everybody. But for me, I think it's just instilling the way of life. I mean, it's the way that I want our young women to carry themselves. It's the way that I want them to interact with the community, with our student body, with other athletes on campus. It's the way I want them to handle their academic life. It's just really teaching them a lot of life skills that you hope carry over to the court. I mean, obviously we want to be a successful basketball program, but I want them to be, strong young women that can get out and make a difference in the community and in what they desire to do.
Let's talk about your ladies now. You have 2 starters returning, 8 newcomers, including 2 transfers from USC. How did the coaching staff go about putting this roster together?
Well, it took a while. I mean, it was obviously a process because luckily they attacked it as soon as they got here, as far as finding some freshmen that we thought could fit what I call pieces of a puzzle. We knew that we needed to sort of reload at the point guard position. So to be honest with you, we signed three freshmen out of high school that are now here learning that role as a college athlete. It's a lot different for a point guard. And so we signed 3 that could play multiple positions. One is a true point, and a couple of them can play the combo spot also. So in the spring, with obviously the 5 signees that we had in the fall, 4 plus 1 in the spring, we really attacked the portal in a sense of, and junior college, where can we find some pieces that will give us maturity, because we knew that bringing in that many freshmen, we would be sort of starting at square one as far as maturity was concerned. So the 2 players from USC bring a wealth of maturity. I mean, they understand what it takes to play at this level, and our returners are much more mature also.
Those 2 transfers from USC, Kira White and Jordan Jenkins, how did you land those 2 players, and what do they bring specifically to the program?
Well, Kira is, little did I know, a San Antonio legend. So when she graduated from USC, entered the portal, I knew just from speaking to so many people in the community that she was someone that really wanted to come home and get her graduate degree and maybe impact a program close to home. I don't know that she necessarily had an intention of coming back to San Antonio, but it was quick. That our staff built a relationship with her, went in contact with her, and really she was a big piece to us adding some maturity. Just, she's been successful here in the city. She had great success at Judson High School, but then also has learned what it takes to play at this level at multiple positions at USC. So that was just a no-brainer for us, mainly because we're really trying hard to recruit the city of San Antonio. We want to be the hometown team, and we've had some success with that, and she's a big piece of that. Now, Jordan was a different story. I mean, it was somebody that I had recruited. I recruited her out of high school, so I had a bit of a relationship with her. But the connection when she went into the portal, the connection with Kira deciding to come here, and just them having a teammate bond that, was important, because Jordan was looking for somewhere where she could develop and where she also would be comfortable and be able to grow her game and really to be able to grow as a person. She's a wonderful young woman that has so much in front of her, and I think she was just looking for the right fit.
Coach, with the time that we have left, let's talk about your schedule. What excites you about this non-conference schedule, and then some of the key games you're looking forward to in conference play?
Yeah, well, I think we all love Vegas, so we're getting a chance to go to Vegas and really, play two teams that I think are extremely talented. Missouri State obviously has had some really good years in the last 3 or 4, and St. John's being a Power 5. I mean, I think that will be a fun trip for our team and a chance to measure ourselves before we get into December and get into finals and then start to prepare for conference play. I always like the local teams. I think that's a good thing for us to continue to play local schools and build local rivalries. We have Texas State, we have UIW. Those are teams that I enjoy playing. But I think as we turn the page in December towards conference play, last year was my first year, so I wouldn't say that we necessarily have any type of rivalries or anything like that. I mean, I do think that there are some really, really talented teams that I hope get recognized in our league. I don't think that we are deserving right now of a one bid. I think there were a couple of teams last year that should have gone to the NCAA tournament, and I think the same is going to be a case this year in our league. So I enjoy playing. I think the coaching is terrific, and I think the talent is a little underrated right now in our league.
For sure, especially with a lot of new faces coming in. Karen Aston, the women's basketball head coach at UTSA. Good luck this year.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We will have the men's team for UTSA coming up. Welcome back to the Conference USA Tip-Off Show. I'm John Schriffen, joined by UTSA men's basketball head coach Steve Henson. And Coach, you're in your 7th year at the helm, trying to bounce back from a tough season last year. What has this offseason been like for you?
Well, it's been exciting. We certainly wanted to turn the page quickly and move on. And we had a terrific summer. Our new kids were in most of the summer, had some great work, and just enjoyed moving forward. That was what we've been talking about since day one is getting this group together, spending a lot of time together on and off the court. And it's been a really fun group. We're excited about things moving forward.
What have been some of the highlights so far from the summer and some of the off-season workouts?
Well, the players themselves, they've just been terrific. These guys love to be in the gym. They like to spend time together on and off the court. They care about each other. We've just been able to go about our business every single day focusing on practice. We have had no distractions whatsoever. This group is hungry. They're gym rats. They're playing good basketball. They're trying to make the right plays. They're very coachable. So it's been a really enjoyable beginning to the season. The summer was good. The preseason was good. We're about to the midway point right now and feel like we've made some great strides.
When you look at last year, you lose about 45% of your production points from players leaving. You have so many newcomers. Break down this squad, 2 starters coming back. Who are you really going to rely on this year?
Yeah, we will certainly have some new guys in there that we're counting on for big things. We've got some returners that we're very comfortable with, that have proven that they can play at a high level in this league. So I think it really starts with the backcourt. Jafet Medor and John Buggs coming in from junior college are a couple of guys that, again, do it on the court and off the court. They're both a little bit older. They've both been through it. They're both in their 4th year of college, and they had a prep year prior to going to junior college. So they've made a big impact on our program from the time they stepped on campus. They're unselfish, they're secure, they're mature. Buggs is a really solid all-around player, shoots the ball extremely well. We knew that. We knew he would help us spread the floor, but he's a more well-rounded player than we anticipated. And Medor is just a different kind of point guard than we've had in a while. He's a jet. He can get in the paint and make things happen. Very unselfish, pass-first guy, and we think he'll set the table for us and help us on the offensive end.
Tell me about Jacob Germany. He was your star last season, obviously made some strides this offseason. What have you noticed out of him early on?
Yeah, Jacob, it's been fun to watch him get better. A small-town Oklahoma kid came in here and played quite a bit as a freshman and really made a big jump like a lot of kids do between their freshman and sophomore years. Had a good sophomore year, kept the trend going in the right direction on the offensive end. He's just so gifted. He's so natural on the offensive end of the floor. The focus with him has always been, and it continues to be, staying locked in defensively, impacting ball screens, protecting the paint, giving us some rim presence. And he's buying into that. He's an extremely agile guy. We just need that to be transferred over to both sides of the floor and have him be an impact player on the defensive side as well.
Preseason polls just come out. You finished 11th. How do you use that as motivation for this squad?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure our guys will see it. We don't like it, but I think there's enough reasons to be motivated to play good basketball, and that's the thing we're excited about. This group will play good basketball. They're going to compete for good shots. They're going to compete on the defensive end. They're going to battle. They're going to fight. I think they're committed to playing the right way, and that's a great starting point. We have enough talent. We'll line up some nights and look across and see some bigger guys, some stronger guys, but we have enough talent to be a good basketball team, and our buy-in will be terrific. Again, what they were able to do from day one in terms of buying into what we're talking about, being coachable, being held accountable, wanting to be held accountable, we feel like that really is going to get us off to a great start this year. And the league is as good as it's ever been. The top of our league is terrific this year. So we need to get off to a good start in the non-conference and try to get some momentum and learn some things and continue to improve so we head into conference play a better team than we are right now.
With our final time left, let's actually get into your schedule and talk about that non-conference schedule, some of the games you want to highlight, and then when you get into conference play, talk about some of the games that you look forward to as well.
Yeah, scheduling is always a pretty tough task. We went through what we went through with COVID, made it even more difficult. And coming out of that, then this year we added two more conference games, so that affected the non-conference schedule. But our schedule's set up in a way this year where we've got a bunch of home games in November. The wear and tear from the travel is not going to be as bad this year as it sometimes is. We've got a game early at Corpus Christi, but that's an easy bus ride there and back. And then we'll go out west and play New Mexico in the Pit, which will be a great opportunity for our kids. It's a great environment. I've been there many times, and our guys will be fired up for that one. Good team, great environment. And we'll stay out on the road and go from New Mexico to Utah. Again, another terrific opportunity, a great opponent, good arena, good atmosphere. So that'll be a long trip for us, but really to only go on the road for 3 non-conference games is a big deal for us. So we're, again, hoping to get off to a good start, hoping to be healthy when the season starts and get some momentum, get confidence, and learn as we go. You mentioned we've got a bunch of new players. It's going to be a work in progress, but we'd like to get off to a great start and get confidence in the non-conference.
Looking forward to the bounce back year. Steve Henson, head coach for UTSA Roadrunners. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you.